Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Today we are diving deep into a topic that can make or break your academic paper, the literature review. If you've ever felt overwhelmed by the sheer volume of research or you're just not sure where to start, you're in the right place. This is your comprehensive, step-by-step guide to mastering literature reviews and setting yourself up for academic success. So grab your notebook and let's get started. First things first, what exactly is the purpose of a literature review? It's not just a summary of everything you've read. A strong literature review provides context for your research, shows you've engaged with the existing scholarly conversation, and most importantly, identifies a gap in the current knowledge that your study aims to fill. Think of it as mapping out a territory. You're showing your reader what's already been explored, what the key landmarks are, and where the uncharted areas lie. This is your justification for your own research journey. It also helps you establish a theoretical framework, the intellectual scaffolding that supports your entire study. With the purpose clear, it's time for the next step, conducting comprehensive research. This is where you become a detective. Your mission is to gather all the relevant studies related to your topic. Start with broad keyword searches in academic databases like Google Scholar, JSTOR, PubMed, or whatever is standard in your field. As you find key papers, check their reference lists. This is called snowballing, and it's a goldmine for finding foundational texts. Don't just look for articles that support your ideas. Actively seek out studies with conflicting results. A good literature review acknowledges the full scope of the debate. Use a reference manager like Zotero or EndNote from the very beginning. Trust me, it will save you hours of headache later when you're creating your bibliography. Once you've gathered a solid collection of sources, it's time to move from collecting to connecting. The goal now is to identify recurring themes, ongoing debates, and patterns across the literature. As you read, take detailed notes, don't just summarize. Analyze, ask yourself, what are the main arguments? What methodologies are being used? Where do these authors agree or disagree? You'll start to see clusters of ideas forming. These clusters are your main points. Instead of just listing who said what, you'll be able to say one major theme in the literature is X, with scholars like Smith and Jones arguing this, while Davis and Chen offer a counter perspective. Outlining these themes is the blueprint for your review. Now that you have your themes, let's talk about organization, the most effective. Literature reviews are organized thematically, not chronologically. A chronological review can feel like a boring history lesson. In 1990, this happened. Then in 1995, this happened. A thematic structure, on the other hand, creates a much more engaging and analytical narrative. You can group studies by common concepts, theoretical approaches, or methodological similarities. This allows you to synthesize information rather than just summarizing it. For example, you might have a section on theoretical frameworks for social anxiety, followed by a section on methodological approaches to studying it, and then key findings on interventions. This structure makes your review much clearer and more powerful. As you build out these thematic sections, maintaining a logical flow is crucial. Your literature review should read like a coherent essay, not a series of disconnected paragraphs. Use transition sentences to guide your reader smoothly from one idea to the next. For instance, after discussing one theme, you could write, while the consensus on theme A is clear, the debate surrounding theme B is far more contested. This signals a shift and shows the relationship between your points. Think of yourself as a tour guide leading your reader through the landscape of the research. Each section should build on the last, culminating in the final, most important part of your review. This brings us to drafting with precision. Your writing should be clear, concise, and academic. This is where you explicitly state the gaps in the existing research that your study will address after you've laid out what is known. You pivot to what is not known. You might say something like, despite extensive research on X, very few studies have examined its impact on Y population, or a significant methodological limitation in the current literature is Z, which my study aims to overcome. This is the moment where you justify your entire project. You're not just adding to the pile of knowledge. You're filling a specific, identified hole. This is what transforms a good literature review into a great one. Let's refine the drafting process a bit more. As you write, constantly connect the literature back to your own research question. Every paragraph should serve a purpose in building the case for your study. Clarify the structure in your introduction. Tell your reader how you've organized the review. For example, this review will first discuss the theoretical foundations of the topic, then move on to examine the empirical evidence, and conclude by identifying key gaps in the literature. This roadmap helps your reader follow your argument. Remember, coherence is key. Each sentence should link to the next, and each paragraph should contribute to the overall argument of the section. By following this systematic process, understanding the purpose, researching comprehensively, outlining themes, organizing thematically, ensuring logical flow, and drafting with precision, you can craft a powerful literature review. This isn't just a hurdle to overcome. It's an opportunity to deeply engage with your field and position your work as a meaningful contribution. This process ensures your paper is clear, organized, and truly adds to the academic conversation. You are establishing yourself as an expert who not only understands the existing literature but is also ready to expand it. So there you have it, a complete guide to mastering the literature review. It takes practice, but by breaking it down into these manageable steps, you can turn a daunting task into an intellectually rewarding part of the research process. It's all about being systematic, analytical, and strategic in how you engage with the scholarship in your field. You've got this. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this guide was helpful for your academic journey. If you found value in this video, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe for more tips on academic writing and research. Let me know in the comments if you have any questions or what other topics you would like me to cover. See you in the next video.